never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties. Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
I hear I've got you to thank for digging me out of that grave. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you even find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Don't suppose you know who they were or where they might have gone?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
All right, I'll go ask around. Thanks again for your help.
Happy trails!
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
I was attacked by bandits. Do you know anything about them that might help me out?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Hey, Doc Mitchell said you might have a thing or two to show me about surviving in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Well, I got some pests of my own to take care of, but thanks for showing me the ropes.
Suit yourself. Hope this helped you some. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
So, breaking character again for a minute here, this is the humble Goodsprings bungalow mod that I made, which adds a simple player home to Goodsprings in New Vegas. Now, I'm gonna gear up here again, because the way I have the game set, all the stuff that I had with me when I traveled from DC to the Mojave is removed, and I don't get it back until I find the guy who shot me. So I need to gear up again before I can head out. But in the meantime, let me show you around. So this is the living room. We have couches, a working jukebox, a snow globe display stand, and a liquor cabinet. And then down this hallway, we have the bedroom with a safe, storage, a wardrobe, and a desk and terminal. And in the bathroom, this bathtub is one that can scrub your rads. So you can, if you're irradiated, you just take a bath and you're all clean. And this is the outfit that I'm going to be wearing for this adventure. It's the Outbreak Vest, which I made, that is also available for download in the Nif Bashed Armor and Clothing Pack. And then across the hall here, we come into the kitchen, which has a functional stovetop, which acts as a campfire that you can use to craft food recipes. A fridge for storage. And then down these stairs is the basement. We've got a soda machine, a water purifier, a first aid station, which is not as advanced as the one in the crib, but will still treat injuries, restore crippled limbs, and remove radiation. Then we have weapons, ammo, and armor storage, reloading bench, trash can, more lockers to store your loot, and a workbench. Okay, let's head out.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Thanks. I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Do you know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Well, that sucks, but did they say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
Well, okay, but where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
All right, thank you. And, this may not be any of my business, but what was up with that guy you were arguing with?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
So, what are you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Why not just kill Cobb and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
So where's Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
I see. Well, since I'm here, you want me to take a look at your busted radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
Hey, I fixed the radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
No, I should get going.
Be careful out there. Howdy.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
I heard about your powder ganger problem. If you need a hired gun, I'm available.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this, and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word.
Sounds good to me. How do you want to play this?
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
You don't think I can handle myself in a fight?
I was thinking of myself, actually. Who's gonna watch my back while I'm watching yours?
Well, okay. I'll go see who else I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer?
Ringo and I are taking on the powder gangers, but we could use another gun.
Say no more. I'm in.
Huh, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Hello. So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
You should come join us. Bullets, explosions, fun for the whole family.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Howdy.
Howdy.
I hear you got a stash of dynamite. Can we borrow some to take down the powder gangers?
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Well, I've worked with explosives before. I know it's not as simple as just light and throw.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Well, let's see what you got.
Can do.
Thanks. By the way, we're planning to take on the Powder Gangers, and we could use some supplies.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the Powder Gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
You think business will be better if the Powder Gangers kill everyone and take over the town?
Look, you're bringing this on yourselves. There's no way I'm getting involved. But hey, I'm sure you can buy what you need.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
This town's about to be attacked by bandits, and we're gearing up to stop them. Anything you can do to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Thanks, Doc.
You take care now.
So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us?
Yeah, she's game.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Time to look alive. The Powder Gangers are here to play.
How many are we looking at?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
No! You're done. You like that?
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
Thanks, Ringo. Happy to help.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Hey there.
Morning.
Hello.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later on.
Yeah, well, even though you didn't lift a finger to help, I'll still give you first pick of their belongings.
Can do. Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Actually, yeah. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Alright, see you around, Chet.
Take it easy now.